Hi, this is Mike Middleman, your personal career coach. I help people get top jobs in financial services. Today's topic is your employer only shows you respect through your bonus number. Just a little bit of my bonus history. I had 6 supervisors across my 15 years on the street who gave me my bonus numbers around this time of the year. The conversations were all identical. They gave me my number and they proceeded to talk. Well, I stopped listening after the number. I had my expectation, and therefore I was looking for any deviation from what was already in my mind. Nothing else in the conversation mattered. I couldn't eat their words, pay for my kids' private school education with them, or take my wife on a vacation with them. Nothing else mattered but the number. The sole value that Merrill Lynch and Credit Suisse, for my 15 years, placed on my work product was money. Good, bad, or indifferent, that's how it works. So really, money is the only commercial currency for respect. Well, keep in mind that you have a commercial relationship with your employer. You may have a personal relationship with people, but you don't have a personal relationship with an entity called an employer. Your employer is playing a very simple role in our economy, paying you the least amount of money to extract the greatest amount of your utility. If you look at some famous quotes from Adam Smith, father of modern economics, man is an animal that makes bargains. No other animal does. Labor was the first price, the original price, money that was paid for all things. A merchant is not necessarily the citizen of a particular country. So don't let them fool you with excuses, what happened last year. I've heard them all. We couldn't get a better number. We couldn't give you more money because, well, we needed to pay the junior folks more. That blow up on the other side of the firm really hurt everybody. London killed it more than the US did. Well, you didn't do the biggest transaction of our group, so we just can't pay you as much as we wanted to. Well, maybe you can pay your mortgages with excuses, but I couldn't. Excuses are air. Nothing more, nothing less. And don't let them fool you with a title bump. This is the oldest trick in the book. They can't pay you, so they bump your title. Well, your ego is really happy, but you can't pay your mortgage with pride. Also, a title bump could make it more difficult for you to be hired if you get laid off. Higher titles carry higher compensation. From what I've seen, rarely does someone hire down in title. So if you just made director or managing director, your next role will most likely be the same. The higher role will cost the new company more, and you're going to be a more difficult hire. So a promotion is not always what it seems. You can't eat your title. And also, don't let them fool you with promises for next year. Again, I've heard them all. We can't pay you this year, but if you bring in 10% more revenue next year, we can pay you what you want. If your industry that you cover, metals and mining, renewable energy, whatever it is, if your industry takes off, then we'll get you more staff, and then your bonus can increase. If Don takes over all of fixed income that we expect him to, we'll be able to move you over to this new area, and then you'll be able to make what you expect to make. Next year, next year, next year. Well, next year's a lifetime away in financial services. You can't eat next year. Don't you want to be respected as a person and as a professional? We all want to be respected for the job we do. Is respect too much to ask for? Well, clearly Aretha Franklin doesn't think so. After working for a full year, sacrificing vacations, time with family, late nights of putting together pitch books and busting your hump, at the end of the day, don't you want to be respected? Well, unfortunately, the only way to get paid fairly is to leave your job. There's an adage in financial services that until you mark yourself to market, you will never be paid fairly. In other words, the only way to get paid fairly is to leave your job. Someone will value you more than your existing employer if you have a great skill set. You can get a bit away and take it back to your employer, and maybe you'll make up some of the difference between where you are now and what the other employer will pay you, but you'll never get your full value unless you leave. Of course, there are risks to leaving a job. If you want more money, you take more risk. So I hope you found this video, Your Employer Only Shows You Respect Through Your Bonus, helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and download my cheat sheet to getting found by the right recruiters on LinkedIn. Thank you.